Hey everyone, it's JoyceNaomi here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thanks so much for clicking on this video. I hope you decide to stick around. And by stick around, I mean subscribe. So, I've been thinking through for a little bit of what I want my channel to be, because having a YouTube channel is just the hardest thing ever. Like, even just with me, I barely have subscribers, of course, but just think of ideas of what to do that is not boring or not repetitive, I guess, and stuff like that. But like, to even people who has a lot of subscribers and have to basically put out content to keep said subscribers is just, it's a hard thing. So I've been thinking about like what direction I want to go to, and I just know right now my YouTube is just all over the place, but I really want to do it pretty much. I really want to do YouTube. Like, it's just something that it's always in the back of my head, like, okay, this is what I want to do, like YouTube, be a YouTuber. But it's hard thinking about first interesting, entertaining, but also helpful and just intentional at the same time. So I wanted to focus more on that, speak about more intentional things and just real life issues. I'm sorry, I keep touching my hair. I just don't know how I want it. Oh, the air is on, so I'm sorry. I can't control that right now. I don't know, just be like intentional with what I post and real, and just talk about topics that's literally what most people goes through. I guess not everyone, but most people. So with that being said, today's video is going to be a talking video. I know some people don't really like talking videos. I'm going to try my best to make it short, but I like to talk, so I don't know. And if the setting shifts a little bit, or the way the camera's placed shift, I'll do something else. But I just want to start because I figured, like, always see this whatever people on Instagram being like, you won't know until you try it, something like that. Like, basically just start. Don't wait for like ideas, don't wait for expensive equipment, just start. So I just turned my camera and started. Today's video, I want to get intentional and talk about one of the worst feelings that anyone could really go through. I still just hate it so much. I struggle with I struggle with balancing this feeling out and just understanding it more. But it's when you feel like you're not wanted and you literally can feel it. That is like the worst thing ever to even go through and feel, because like, we're humans. We want to be wanted by people we're around. We want to be wanted by a certain group of people. We're humans. It's naturally ingrained in us. It's naturally ingrained in us to want to feel wanted. That's not like something that's surprising, I guess, but it's hard when you're in a situation where you just don't feel wanted. I'm gonna get to examples of that pretty soon, but I want to just talk about that. So without further ado, let's just get right into it, because I'm trying not to talk a lot in this video. So I want to first actually talk about the feeling and how it feels to maybe some people haven't really experienced it, and that's really great. But you know, I want to just explain to them. Obviously, if you know the feeling, you'll know the feeling, but if you don't, then here's a little explanation about it. But it's, I don't know, this feeling, like, sometimes it could be we're in our own heads. Most of the time it's not. It's real life and it's really happening. But like, say you're talking to someone new, you just met someone or whatever, or say you have a friend and you met their friend, pretty much. Yeah, you have a friend, you met their friend, you're meeting them, talking to them, and when you're talking to them, they're kind of like looking the other way, like this, or like acting like they're looking for someone, or like kind of have body movements, basically like insinuating they have to go and stuff like that. That's like the number one key of just knowing when you're not wanted, pretty much, which are just like, oh yeah, or like they're just saying quick replies to you pretty much. That's like that's a big way to show that, okay, I'm not wanted here. And it's actually, I feel like it's a blessing to know that, because sadly, some people don't see it, or some people do see it and they just don't really do anything about it. They're like, oh, well, I don't feel wanted, but I want to be included, so I'm going to try my very hardest to do this. But it's kind of just a feeling that people just don't want to talk to you, or a feeling of, it's like hard to explain, but a feeling that you just know you're better off not being in this group, or they're even better off without you, or something like that. Little sudden adjustment. I was all over the place, but feeling when you can feel it, you're just like, okay, this person doesn't want to talk to me, pretty much. And you can see it in like person when you talk to them face to face, even on text. On text it's kind of harder because we can fake things through text, but you're gonna know on text when like this is one word answers, or they're not responding back with questions. You're the only one really asking the questions and stuff like that. And that's like another way to just tell when you're not wanted. And I don't want to just base this whole video on seeing the signs, because the signs, once again, like I said, sometimes we could be in our head, sometimes we're not. So I don't want to just like base this video off of what I think is some signs on that, but I just want to talk about just how see, it's hard to explain, but how we can overcome that feeling and also know when to leave, because we deserve so much better, unless we're like really human beings, but we deserve so much better to just stay somewhere where you just don't feel wanted. Like, I've gotten to the point, like, I can pretty much be like, okay, you know what? These people, first, they're not rocking with them, or I'm just not feeling like, I don't want to say vibe, like, I don't like using the word vibe, but it's just not connecting, pretty much. So I got to a point, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna just dim it down a little bit and just say what's the situation, or just not keep asking. That's the main thing. Not keep asking to hang out. If you know you're not wanted, please, just don't force it. Like, pretty much, if someone meets you and their first thought of you is, yeah, I don't want to be that person's friend, and you know that, please, just for your own good, don't try to force it, because if they don't like you first, they're 10 times out of 10, they're not going to like you in the long run, even if you try so much. A lot about stories about people, how they basically buy their friendship, like keep buying people stuff, and in hopes for them to like them. Luckily, I barely had like money, so I couldn't really buy people stuff, but I did know the feeling of to do stuff to be wanted. When I was younger, I've done things just to be accepted in a friend group, and it was just stupid things that I didn't even have to do, to be honest, because they weren't even cool, I guess. Sorry, but they weren't. So I've done some stupid things, but I know some people has gotten as far as buying them things. Yeah, it's a sad world. It's sad that people would know that and take advantage of it, but you can't really do anything about it. You can't change a person. You can't, if they don't like you first, they're not gonna like you unless they generally get to know you, be like, okay, this person's actually cool. But that's it's a gray line, but like, if they just really already have this judgment about you at first meeting, they're probably not gonna like you. And I mean, for some people that's good. Like, some people, we have discernment and we can be like, okay, this person, like, not really, I'm not really feeling them, because, they just, I don't know, something about them is iffy. That's sometimes a good thing. But if it's like a person who just feels like you don't look like them, or you don't dress like them, you don't talk like them, whatever, they just assume they don't like you. I mean, not assume, they just, they put this put you in a bubble being like, yeah, this person did it for me, I don't like them, they're not gonna like you in the long run. So just, I really hope to even the younger people who's like still high school, middle school, elementary school, like this can stem there in an elementary school, but to those people, I really hope you're not staying somewhere where you're not wanted. Because first, without even getting into more serious topics, but that could even be a dangerous thing, to be honest. If you're somewhere you're not wanted, it could be a dangerous thing if you stay. So just, I don't want to get more into that, but if you guys can think of an example that's dangerous, I think we all know. So I really encourage you guys to just not stay. You're not wanted. It's the worst feeling, I know. And then you even like you're accepted to this area or this with this friend group, and you're like, okay, I think they like me or something, but they're like constantly leaving you out and not calling you for like certain things, whatever. I don't know. Maybe they don't think it's your scene. I've heard that excuse before, like being like, oh, we didn't think it was your scene or something. I don't know, because it could be like once again a little gray area, because yeah, I didn't like doing certain things, to be honest, like partying and all that. I didn't like really doing that, but sometimes people just like invites. They really do. So even if you say no, they just like it because you like basically thought of them. So when you just feel like, like I don't think they really like me, just run. Honestly, at this point, like it's the 21st century. People are now so much more bolder, and they're more just, they show their feelings more. So it's like, if you sense that from the first meeting, just go. I'm sure there's tons of people who really want to be your friend, who really want to like you, and also you have to go out there and meet them. It's still hard for me in my age to even meet people and build a real connection, because first, either people are too busy or trying to be something they're not, or they just feel like you're not really their friend type. Is that the word? I don't know. I'm really going all over the place here. But the overall concept of this video is, it's okay. I mean, it's not okay to not feel wanted, but it's okay when you not feel wanted in a certain area, because now you know you can leave and find a new place, and maybe you'll find someone who literally wants to be your friend and you want to be their friend, like vice versa. So it's so tough, and it's so heartbreaking to just feel that way, because it's like I said, it's the worst feeling. Like that's the feeling that lyric can make me cry. Just like, wow, like I really thought this person wanted to be my friend, but you know, I guess we're just not supposed to be friends. And it's the worst also, where you don't feel wanted, but somehow they come back into your life and trying to be your friend, and it just puts you in this confused spot. Like, okay, like what do you want? Be careful with those two, because those are the type that will really manipulate your emotions mostly, because like they feel like they can just constantly come back. That can really go with anything, like friendship and relationships. Like guys or girls, they can either not want you, but they keep you around for something. Either if it's for, you know, the other PG-13 rated R stuff, or literally just because it looks better with them. I don't know, sometimes for some people it looks better to have a bunch of options of friends, and it's so normalized now. That could be a whole other video, but it looks better to have a bunch of options. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with options. Obviously have options, but with friendships it's the worst, because it's like options of, you feel like the second choice or like whatever. So it's like they have few friends that are busy, you're like the last one to go to, which is not always bad, because obviously there's certain things you want to do that you can only really do with one friend. That's not really the bad thing, but it's like you're like the last option, and you feel like you're the last option. So it's like why? Like, why am I going through this? Or you're like, what did I do to even, like, is it the way I look or something? So it's a really hard thing, and I really just encourage and pray and hope that you guys are not in the situation. If you are already, please just get out. Like I said, it's hard for everyone to feel it, or if you do feel it, it's hard for everyone to even leave easy, which I get it. Like, no one wants to be alone. No one wants to be a loner in school, sitting by themselves at lunch or whatever. Like, no one wants that. So I'm just saying, you're better, and you deserve someone who literally wants you. Like, someone who kind of gets excited to see you, pretty much, and not like, oh, like, okay, I gotta see this person again because whatever. But someone was like, okay, not physically excited, but you know, someone's like, oh my gosh, like, I get to hang out, or I should go hang out with this person and we can do this or whatever. So it's like, you deserve someone to be happy with and who's happy with you. And to the people who literally are, I keep adjusting my hair, who are just taking advantage of people, why? Like, what are you getting from this? Just go to someone else, because no. Like, stop taking advantage of nice people. Why? Like, it's not, to be honest, it's not even going to do anything good for you. It's just going to look really bad. So let's not do that. But I have to go do my homework, so I'm going to cut this video short. I hope this helps someone. I hope even people watch this. I don't know. I'm really bad with sharing my YouTube videos on my social media, so I never get views. But I just hope people watch this and be encouraged, because it's just, even think about it, it's the worst feeling of just knowing that someone's feeling this way, even with my family, or even people I don't know, like people like in middle school, elementary school or something, like when they feel they're not wanted in a place, but they're still with these people that don't want them. I just say it's better off not having friends if people are going to be that way. Okay, let me not say that, but you know, sometimes it's better off to do things on your own, because when you're not wanted, you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to take myself. And I've learned to do that, okay? I'm learning. I took myself on a few dates. Yeah. Took myself on a few dates and just hung out by myself sometimes, because sometimes you need that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But thank you guys for watching this quick video. Like I said, I just turned on my camera and talked. I hope I encourage someone, and I hope that you guys will find your forever friend or even relationship that you just feel wanted and loved in, because we all deserve it. The world's crazy, everything's crazy, so please, yeah, be safe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.